it's really the feeling of most of us that there's something insidious going on here that the public should be aware of. That someone is denied due process when they are fired. And Connie is working part-time with Project Forward, which is for special needs college students, as do I. And she adjusted her schedule so that she was doing the number of hours that she's supposed to do on a weekly basis. But no one ever heard anything. It's been swept under the carpet. If you came in and you asked where Connie Marr is, she's no longer with us. Why? There are two sides to every story. That is the answer that you would have gotten from anyone in this library.
I would like to say that I've known Connie since she's been here. I was born here. And anytime I've seen Connie, I don't think we could get a better children's librarian. She was here with those concerts in the summer and participated and made sure that the children were all having a good time. And then she's done wonderful programs for the library, and I don't think we could do any better. That's all I can say.
Hi, my name is Catherine Kelly. I'm a member of the Village Association and also of the library. And I'm here, as are others, to express my dismay at Connie's discharge. Not only I'm a daily user of the library, and I value the library more than any other part of the village, because I do come every day. And the reason I value it so much is its staff. Its staff is its most important asset. And tops among those is Connie. Not only have I observed her wonderful programs for the children, but she's done other things too, like she was the driving force behind the Tuesday night concerts. And I, as a 12-year employee of the Rihanna Club, I had many co-workers who were trying to learn English, and I was a literacy volunteer, and I would use the library on a weekly basis to tutor my co-workers in English. And Connie would help me with that when I'd be looking for appropriate books that was at their reading level, or if I was looking for books that had both Spanish and English. She was an invaluable help, and she was always so kind in outreaching to my students who were coming into the library to use it. And they're very timid because they don't speak English well, but when they were dealing with Connie, they felt at home. So I was totally dismayed to find that she had been discharged, and to have been so just shows they showed her a lack of respect, a lack of gratitude, and she has indeed been done a great injustice. And she's a great loss to the community.
My name is Susan Jacobson. I was born here. Miss Connie, as my grandchildren call her, was that crying? Everybody loved Miss Connie. And my grandkids got their first hybrid cards from Miss Connie when they were about 4 years old. And they treasure their cards, and they leave their cards at my house. They can't take them home to Pembroke. They can't take them to Tennessee. They have to leave them at my house so they won't lose them. And 2 years ago, when Miss Connie had those concerts on the lawn on Tuesday night, the entire lawn was filled with families, grandchildren, grandparents, everybody, dancing and singing and bringing their dinner out there and sitting out there. This past summer, there was hardly nobody out there. Absolutely nobody wanted to come because the music was horrible. There was no children's activities. It was not a family thing. I only live 2 blocks from here. We'd listen to music. It was just horrible. And she has just been wonderful with the children, with the story hours, my grandchildren would come down. The first place they wanted to come when they came down was to go to the library and see Miss Connie and get a couple of books and bring them home and make sure they had them back on time, because that's what we always taught them to do it properly. And I think it's a great injustice. I do not know both sides of the story, so I have no idea what's going on with the library trustees. I served on the board of the library trustees twice, for 2 3-year terms, and I know that they were very, very fair when I was on the board. But I don't know what's going on. It seems very strange to me that an intelligent person who has another intelligent job for a few hours a week is trying to make ends meet, why somebody couldn't have given a little and moved a little this way or that way and made it work for her, because she is just priceless.
Well, Sue, just what Sue was saying, that just brings it to my mind too. And that was what Connie had said to me. Why couldn't somebody have said, you know, Connie, maybe we can make this work, or how can we make this work for you? I mean, here's somebody, as everyone has said, has done a fabulous job, and well-liked, and, you know, she isn't financial hardship. You know, a lot of people are. A lot of people don't make the money that some of the other people do in this village. So she struggled, and she was very proud of the fact that she wasn't going to be a burden to anybody. So she was going to work, and she worked really hard, and she did jobs working in liquor stores and working in doing landscaping. So finally, she gets a wonderful job, very good salary, far more than she makes here, that could pull her through each month. And it was only for 29 weeks, really, because it's only during the college calendar. But and all of her colleagues were behind her, no problem. Connie actually got people that would volunteer to take over some of the hours. And as someone said, she wasn't cutting back or cheating on her hours. She's
Reorganized.
It's 35 hours a week, and so she certainly did that. She had to move things around a little bit, and yes, it probably wasn't perfect for everybody's point of view, but I guess we'd just like to know if there's we'd like to know the reason. Is there something else? You know, is there some other reason that we don't know? Yes?
I would just like to say that I'm the author of 64 books, so I travel the United States speaking in libraries all over the country, and I will say that over the last 10 years I've never met a more dedicated librarian in my entire life than Connie. And I've watched her with the kids, I've watched her reacting to me as an author. I don't know all the details, but it's hard to believe after 17 years someone could be let go that abruptly, and the board wouldn't even have the courtesy to speak and wouldn't even be curious enough to find out.
I don't know. Like right now, she's working at Centerville Library. She's subbing today and tonight, and to try to earn some money. Because right now she has no insurance. She has nothing. I think it's horrendous. The more I think about it, I mean, I just don't think it's right. So here's a 56-year-old woman who now is facing the winter, mortgage, all the rest of it, all on her own, and probably the board will say, oh well, it's her tough luck. She tried to shake us up or something. I don't know what it is, but she certainly wasn't doing it in a devious and a deceitful way. So she was just trying to make a better life for herself, so she wouldn't be a burden on anybody.
My name's Taryn Thome, and I have a 6-year-old son, and I've been bringing him here since he was 18 months old. And of course, everybody said the wonderful things about Miss Connie, so I don't need to go on about that. And of course, Connie has suffered great losses and was fired abruptly. The children of this town and the children who come to this library have suffered. These programs, because of the abrupt firing, there are no programs. They don't exist right now. They didn't even bother to replace her, or as if they could. They can't replace her. If Connie goes to Centerville, everybody goes to Centerville. Financial supporters of this library have already put in writing and verbalized to a big group of us that they will withdraw their support from this library. So it is something that everybody really needs to think long and hard about. And you know, we deserve an answer. We deserve to know why this happened. And the children deserve better in this town. And I had a big long speech, so you're lucky that's all I have to say.
What's the purpose of the filming that you've been doing? I noticed you.
Well, the problem is we don't have any answers. Bruce Gilmore wrote letters, as I understand, to each and every board member. No answers. So I guess the filming is so that we can find out what people have to say, and because I think this matter is going to be, talked about for quite some time, and so we want people accountable.
You're with this group, so to speak. And you're...
No, I'm on my own, sir.
Okay, but I mean
Don't take anybody down with me.
I don't mind being on camera, but I was a little curious about it.
Well, let me zoom in. Give me a good smile. Come on. I think you're cute.